think we are good to go. We are good to go. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this JWHL matchup between Little Caesars and the North American Hockey Academy. I am Jake Raccoon doing your play-by-play color and everything else for today, potentially scorekeeping, because we don't have a scorekeeper right now. So I might be doing a lot today. I'm also a penalty box attendant, and I am just adding so many tricks to my trade today. What a fun day, a fun adventure. Still waiting on a scorekeeper, and right now the buzzer sounds. We are ready to go. We don't have a scorekeeper. It could be me, but maybe not. I am the media guy. We are waiting. The teams are huddled up around their goalies. They're ready to go, and the darn scorekeeper is missing. So we will stay tuned. This game will start eventually. We just don't know when. If it comes down to just pushing buttons, I could probably do it. But as of now, we have no time. Keeper. But teams are ready to go. They're huddled up. I'm here doing the calls. Little Caesars. Detroit Red Wings logo on their shoulders. North America sporting NAHA on their shoulders. Teams ready to go. As the official is over here, I could do start stop if you know how to set up the 20 minutes.
I can put the time up.
It's just if a goal gets scored, I might need one of you to come do it. All right, so it looks like I will be doing the time as well in a fun adventure right now. Little Caesars ready to go. NAHA ready to go. Out to start for Little Caesars, we have Natalia Asimakis on the wing, centering Whitney Wilson, Brandy Taylor. I'm here doing the time. I hit start, the time started, and we're off. I am not the media guy, but I'm doing this anyway. So here we go, underway. Little Caesars down into the corner defensively, and Little Caesars to my left, NAHA to my right. Little Caesars coming up on the wing. She tries to get it up to the play, looking for Whitney there. Whitney drops it there for Wilson. Wilson, however, can't find it. In the corner, Wilson trying to get it to Asimakis. And no avail there. NAHA will get it out. Coming up here is O'Brien. O'Brien carrying it in. Shoots it towards the net. There's a save there. Starting goalies, which I alluded to do starting, is Joanna Hebert for Little Caesars, and for NAHA they have either Cami Kronish or Ariel Desmet. I can only see a 3 on the jersey right now. They both have a 30-something jersey. And we are still waiting for a scorekeeper. I might get kicked out of here eventually, but I will always know what the time is. I gotta hit stop there. Nice. I hit the stop button. We're good to go. And we have looks like a hand pass. I am not entirely sure. Yes, a hand pass. That is the call. Clock started again. 18:45 to go in the period. Really early here. Still 0-0, as one would expect. To go this early, not impossible, just very uncommon. Sometimes you get a freebie. Here's NAHA with a good chance in front. Save there for Hebert. NAHA has to retreat. And I'm trying to look on their bench to see their backup goalie. And I do not see anyone. Coming up here is Smansky. No avail. Could not escape was Heath. NAHA coming back the other way. This is Lacombe. Lacombe circling wide. And tripped up, but no call there. Up at the point, shot by NAHA. Taking that shot was Sophie Holden. Back to the point. This is Kuhn. Kuhn, a shot there. In front, loose. And Joanna Hebert covers up for the whistle. I got to hit stop. I will delay on the next one. Speaking out loud. But it's a complex time when scorekeepers are not around. I also have the score sheet here, but I don't have a pen. And so it will be very interesting. We have Wilson coming up here. Wilson getting on the wing over to Whitney. Whitney looking in front for Wilson and just unable to get her stick on it. Wilson recovers, however, takes a shot, looking for Whitney in front. Save there. Save made. The goalie is Cami Cronish, 31 in net for NAHA, North American Hockey Academy. For anyone who doesn't know NAHA. Boxing off there is Natalia Asimakis. But bring it up for NAHA, this is Darcy Joel. Joel dumps it in, recovering is Caesars. Little Caesars dumps it up, looking for Asimakis. This one's going to go way down, but it's going to go on net, so no icing. Recovering is NAHA. NAHA trying to get it up. Caesars looking to get the steal away, and eventually they do. Asimakis recovers, gets it over to O'Brien. O'Brien on the wing to Heath. Heath ices it, and they're going to blow the whistle, blow that dead on the icing. 16:44 to go in the period. Still 0-0. A little bit of back and forth play so far. I'm still scorekeeping. It's a fun time. Both teams are sort of looking at me like I have some huge responsibility, and I actually do. So this is fun. O'Brien skating up here, chips it off the wall, gets it up on the wing to Schnorr. Schnorr wearing number 2, who anyone who heard my last game of Little Caesars, I didn't know who number 2 was. I figured it out. It is Grace Schnorr. And thank you to the Little Caesars coaches for clearing that up, as she is not on my roster before. Now, Schnorr forechecking, trying to get it up. This one dribbles out to center. Heath collects it. Oh, bad giveaway there for Heath as Kaylee Donnell tries to steal it away. But O'Brien for Little Caesars is there. No icing there as some NAHA players let it go. Lauren Spino recovers. Spino coming up. Spino with a nice move. Spino to the outside. Tries to get it to the middle. Finding it is 14 of NAHA. That was Kaylee Donnell on the shot. Donnell now shooting it back down. Donnell trying to keep it in. Caesars brings it out. Here's Roust. Kiki Roust gets it in, and that one is offsides. 15:31 to go. NAHA will have the face-off just outside the offensive zone. And to take the face-offs, we have Helenka Bryce. NAHA's offsides, has to tag up. And while they're waiting to do so, we have Izzy Oldani trying to break it up. But NAHA's coming back. NAHA with numbers. 3-on-1. Tries to get it across. Oh, looking, could not finish, was Sonja Bjornsson. Little tip pass there for Caesars, but no avail. And losing it in her skates, now May Kelke will bring it up for Caesars. Everybody's forgetting to take the puck with them, but eventually NAHA recovers. Sophie Holden in behind the net. Holden trying to get it up. And eventually she does, and Holden ends up with it herself. Holden will come up to the boards, but eventually that one goes away. Wilson gets it up on the wing. Looking here for Akazamankis. Slips it in. And Wilson in behind the net. Gets it in front. Asamankis shot. Oh, and there's a save there for Kronish. At the point here, O'Brien keeps it in. O'Brien down low. Looking for Asamankis. Finds Wilson. Wilson falling shot. That one goes wide. And we will get a cover. 14-10 to go in the period. Still no scorekeeper. I am your scorekeeper. And I'm having a fun time. I just have to stay like a pinch more alert than usual because I have to listen for every whistle and not comment on the plays and everything. And Little Caesars here getting tackled down is Schnorr. Schnorr recovers the puck, however, and we have a whistle. We're getting a penalty, and serving the penalty is do you want to come do it? Yeah, you should come do it. So we have Devin Dumeric. No? Dumeric. Devin Dumeric. I've been corrected yet again. Serving the penalty for, what was it again? Roughing. She was getting a little too feisty out there. And because I'm not a scorekeeper, the referee has to come in and put the penalty up on the board. I'm just the start-stop guy and the radio guy. But as he does that, we will wait here. We're going to call Brian over to figure things out. And we're going to have a party in here. So, as the officials try and figure this out, we're going to sit here. I was hoping we wouldn't have a penalty because then we wouldn't have to go through this. And we got a penalty. Yay. Watch the cords. No, no, it's good. There's just a stringy cord. As long as we can still hear it. Can we still hear me up there? Thumbs up. Yep, we can still hear me. So, penalty to Devin Demerick for roughing, and Little Caesars will go to the penalty kill. I didn't start the clock. My bad. So O'Brien will chip this one out. That one's going to go. Someone's pounding their stick pretty hard on the boards, but no problem there. NAHA coming up here. Racing forward here for NAHA. This is Spino. Spino trying to get it in. Spino around on the boards. Looking. Jumps it off there for Roust. Roust gets it back up. Looking for Fess. Fess makes a nice move. Fess. O'Brien trying to clear it. Holding it in there is Fess. Shot there. And we are going to get a coverage by Joanna Hebert. And
just run 5 seconds off the clock.
Yeah. And we're going to run 5 seconds off the clock because I forgot to hit start that other time. Because for about the 17th time this broadcast, I am not a scorekeeper. And everyone is yelling at me to start the clock, and it got really pressuring. Eventually I did. Clearing it up here. Caesars clearing it all the way down. And recovering here is Spino. Spino looking to move it up the wing. Spino gets it to Wuthrich. Wuthrich coming down the wing. Wuthrich trying to get it back to the point. She does. Handling here. Shot on net. Deflected. That one goes wide. Wuthrich back in the corner. This is Donnelly. Donnelly up to the point for Spino. Spino shoots it on. Deflected. That one goes wide. Wuthrich recovering. Wuthrich getting it back to Spino. Spino trying to get it over, and she finds Wagner. Wagner leaving it there for Roust. Roust skating up here all alone. 10 seconds left until Devin, number 15 of Caesars, gets back on the ice. Dumeric, maybe. And penalty has expired. Caesars is back to full strength. Dumeric goes off. Asaminkis comes on. And Caesars is going to shoot this one down, but not out. Holding it in there is Holden. Shot there. That one goes wide. Karam's off the boards. O'Brien controlling here. Loses it, and this one goes back to Holden. Holden at the point. Wrists one. This one bounces weirdly, but stays in. Heath around the boards trying to get it out. Holden again. Holding it in. Very many puns intended. Out front here for NAHA. Shot right on. Save for Hebert. And what a save that was. NAHA was pounding on the door. And to no avail could they find the back of the net. Thanks to Joanna Hebert. Offensive zone draw here for NAHA. NAHA wins the draw. Shot right off the draw. That one caroms off, getting it back to Holden. Holden shot right on. This one goes in. And there is a goal shot from the point by Sophie Holden. And NAHA takes the lead 1-0. NAHA on the... Yeah, I have a score sheet. I also don't know how to do it on the scoreboard. No, I don't have a pen either. I'm just the radio guy. Don't.
Yeah, we need that.
Yeah. So while we await the officials getting a pen, you would think a team would have a scorekeeper. That is not me. It's not me. I'm the radio guy. But on the point shot from Sophie Holden, NAHA has the 1-0 lead. 11:19 to go. It still says 0-0. That's because I have no clue what I'm doing. They're looking for a pen. This is a fun time. I'm just a college student. They're all staring at me. They're all looking at me, waiting for me to do something. Referee comes over. I also don't know how to change the scoreboard.
Visitor +1.
Visitor +1. Hopefully there's a button that says visitor +1. There we go. We got one on the net. Go me. It was 48. Holden had the goal, I believe, unless it got redirected. Did you see a redirection?
15, we'll figure that out.
15 was the penalty. Also, all right. So now the referees have written on their score sheet. We are good to go. 1-0 NAHA. NAHA coming back into their own zone. Caesars trying to pressure here, trying to get that tying goal. NAHA in their own zone. Here's Holden, the goal scorer. And the assist to that goal, that is Holden. The assist is going to Leah Marino. That is Leah Marino to Sophie Holden. 11:19, the time of the goal. NAHA coming back up here, deflects it in. And NAHA will go back and recover. Back in her own zone is Sydney Fess. Sydney Fess trying to get it up on the wing to Porzinski. Porzinski over to Lacombe. Lacombe through to Porzinski, but that one's too far for her. And recovering here is Oldaney. Oldaney trying to get it up. This one comes near the boards, but stays in play. Now Caesars trying to recover. They're going to send this one down. That's going to go down. That will be an icing. 10-11 to go in the period. Still 1-0. We're not keeping track of any shots or anything. And we actually not keeping track of much except penalties and goals. As for the face-off, NAHA with the offensive zone draw. The referee telling the players to back up a little. So drawing a little indent on the ice as they're trying to gain every advantage they can. She still went a little early, but the referee had his back turned. Shot right on there from Sydney Fess. Sydney Fess with a hammer there from the point, but Little Caesars bringing it back up. Little Caesars in behind the net. And back around, trying to get it back up to the point. And then there is Schnorr. Schnorr trying to get it. A little slashing there from Via Graves to her counterpack, Devin Demerick. And she says a little, how do you do? And Schnorr bringing it into the offensive zone. Schnorr fighting for it. Back there, she gets it. Tries to get up to the point. O'Brien and both Demerick were not there. Referees or coaches yelling, hurry back. Not sure entirely who it was. Oh, the clock has not been running this entire time. We're going to pretend like nobody saw that. So Demerick back to get this one. Nobody saw it. Nobody was yelling at me. But there should be about 2 minutes left on the clock. This one's going to go all the way down for an icing. The clock, let's see if I get yelled at. Nobody is saying anything. They are inconspicuous as to what happens. And I believe we have a scorekeeper. And it looks like we do have a scorekeeper coming in. I will be relieved of duties. I was doing my best, but to no avail. I was hitting start and stop, and there was a penalty, but nevertheless, puck here deflected on. Hebert doesn't have to make a save this time. Coming up here is Asamakis. Asamakis trying to get it over on the wing to Whitney. Whitney chips it up looking for Wilson. Wilson tried to get it in front. Whitney, a shot on there. But that one is saved away. Asamakis trying to get it back. But that one's stolen away by Donnelly. Donnelly getting along on the wing over to Roust. Roust up to Wuthrich. Wuthrich cutting through center. She's all alone. 5 Caesars versus just 1 Emma Wuthrich. Little Caesars back around. O'Brien flips it up on the wall. Whitney recovers that one. Whitney trying to get it up for Wilson. That one bounces off the referee. That one was going to go a little bit back. Skating in now with NAHA. Getting taken down. And no call there. Shot on here. That one's muscled away by Hebert. Coming back the other way is Asaminkis. Shoots it in. Goes off for a change. Coming back the other way is NAHA. Here's Holden, the lone goal scorer in this game. Holden trying to get through, but that one's taken away. Gets it up to May Kelk. Kelk trying to flip it in. That one came dangerously close to going in the bench, but does not. Fighting back in there. There's Kelk, and there is another player. NAHA comes out with it. They get this one up on the boards to Bryce. I'm sorry, that's Marino. Leah Marino, who has the assist on the goal. And this one's a nice tip pass there to DiMaggio. DiMaggio coming in, throws it softly towards the net, and holding on there is Cami Cronish. Right now, we are going to get an actual scorekeeper to do this game instead of me just pushing start and stop. And she was doing another game, so we'll give her a tardy. It's okay. Everybody was yelling at me, and I got all nervous. And I still had to do radio at the same time. But she's here now, and we are very thankful for it. Coming through now is Rusano trying to get the puck. And gets it away to Schnorr. Schnorr coming up. Schnorr puts herself off sides, but NAHA brings it back up. NAHA coming up, trying to get control of the puck. Schnorr holds it on. Schnorr holding it in. And momentarily, NAHA will steal it away. And they're going to look through center, but that one's intercepted by Heath. Heath preventing likely an icing. However, we will not have an icing here. Rusano gets there, digging in there for Little Caesars. Coming away with it is Roust for NAHA. Roust gets it up through the middle. This is Porzinski. Porzinski going wide. Porzinski around the net. And Porzinski leaves it there for Marino. Marino trying to get it back around. Porzinski's going off for a change. Little Caesars will take this one up. There's Whitney. Whitney trying to chip it forward, but that one gets taken away. Whitney looking on the forecheck, and this one comes out to Marino. Leah Marino trying to muscle her way through. That one gets stolen by Wilson. Wilson up to Whitney. Whitney has to go chase it. She dumps it in. Wilson's going to go chase after it. Wilson for Little Caesars trying to come up with it, but Kiki Roust comes up with it for NAHA momentarily before they muscle each other in the boards. NAHA coming back up with it. This is Johel, Darcy Johel. Darcy Johel going wide, trying to cut to the front, but stepping up there was O'Brien to stop her, and she swings it in around behind the net. Little Caesars trying to get it out, trying to tie the game up. NAHA trying to cut the lead. Wilson gets it up to Whitney. Whitney with Asaminkis. loses control of it. NAHA getting it up here through the middle to Wagner. Wagner coming in. Wagner with some speed, gets it up front, shoots and scores. That's a goal for Emma Wuthrich on the assist from Mara Wagner, and it is 2-0 NAHA with 5:17 to go. And that goal puts Caesars down 2-0 in an event they did not want to happen. Now finally, someone is here to do it because I had no clue what I was doing, and we don't have to wait 10 minutes for them to input a goal because I'm just a radio guy. NAHA coming back with it, trying to get it. This one's going to go down, down, down. No icing here. Referee's watching intently. Up on the boards there. This one looking for Diller. Coming out with it here is Kelk. Kelk loses it, however, and bringing it back up is Donnell. Donnell leaves it there for Wagner. Wagner, who got the assist on that last goal. Losing an edge there is Wuthrich, who recently scored the goal. And she's going to take a hike to the bench. Oh, trying to make a fancy move there was Donnell, but carrying it up is Helenka Bryce. Bryce loses sight of the puck momentarily, and they're going to shoot this one up for Wilson. Wilson coming through with speed. Wilson stumbles a little bit, but maintains control of the puck. Wilson in the corner. Whitney over to help. Wilson almost comes out with it. This one goes to the point to O'Brien, who will shuffle it back in, but NAHA will come back up with it, and they'll get it out. Marino coming through the middle. Marino dumps it down, and Hubble will control this one. Hubble in fighting. Wilson comes out with it. She tries to swing it up to Whitney, but Asaminkis got in the way of that. She didn't know Whitney was behind her. Coming back the other way, this is Sydney Fess. Sydney Fess dumps it in, and Kate Hubble will go in after it. Getting it back up. Asaminkis trying to take this one forward, but this one gets stolen away, and that's stolen by Holden. Or I'm sorry, that is Johnson. Coming back the other way. Referee's getting a good workout here, doing a lot of back and forth. And they'll come back the other way. Trying to stand her up at the line there is Dumeric. Dumeric, who corrected me on her name during her penalty. Very nice of her. O'Brien in, trying to poke it away. This one's loose in front, and O'Brien comes away with it. O'Brien trying to get it up. O'Brien eventually loses it, gets it back. The puck will always find a way back to its rightful owner, at least momentarily. Demerick here trying to flip it ahead. And she does, but she'll retreat as NAHA will take control of this. O'Brien trying to chip it in. She does, momentarily stepping it up to chip it in. Coming back up, and now is Roust. Roust up for Bryce. Bryce coming in. Bryce shot at the net, and that one's a save by Hebert. Hebert standing tall pretty well. However, at the other end, her counterpart Kronish has stood taller so far. Little Caesars trying to get it out of their zone. 2 minutes left in the period. Little Caesars trying to get that goal to cut it to 1 before the end of the period. But more importantly, trying not to go down 3-0. Here's Whitney coming up in the wing, slaps one at the net, and Kronish reaches the big mitt out and holds on to that one. .147 to go in the period. Little Caesars down 2-0 to North American Hockey Academy. Although I must say, if you have Hockey Academy in your name, ideally you'd be pretty good at hockey. So, according to those observances by myself, I am correct. This one deflecting off the defender skate that came off Bryce, and Kronish forced to make another save. Couple seconds more ticked off the clock, but other than that, no harm done. Wilson in for the faceoff. She wins it back to Hubble. Hubble elects not to shoot and swings it around behind the net. Hubble trying to get it back up. NAHA coming back the other way with his Wagner. Wagner going wide, stops, tries to leave it there, looking for Donnelly. Donnelly could not get it. Wilson trying to get it up, but could not. Taking this away is Wuthrich. Wuthrich through the net, shoots, blocker save there for Hebert. No avail for her. On the shot, that is. Coming up here is Oldaney. Trying to get it up. And NAHA will come back. They put themselves offsides. Smartly doesn't touch the puck. Oldaney, just a bad giveaway there in the middle. Marino will take this one up. Dump it in, chase after it herself. This is Marino. Leah Marino, an assist in this game so far. Trying to get it down. DiMaggio stands tall there, takes it away. And up comes Kelk. Kelk taking it herself, dumps it down, looking for Diller. No icing on this one. As a chancy pass there, deflected in, there will be no icing. Demerick back to play this one. Little Caesars around on the boards. And that is the end of the first period. Little Caesars down 2-0, NAHA up 2-0. That is how the hockey game works. And now the players will take a 2-minute break while they regroup, re-game plan, and get ready to go for the second period. And as the players get ready for the second period, and I prepare myself for the second period, would just like to say we hope you're enjoying today's game and remind you that this game as well as others from the weekend are streamed live at jwhl.org and all games are archived at our YouTube site. You can find it at youtube.com and search for JWHL. While you are there, we urge you to subscribe to our channel. It costs nothing, but will help us continue to bring to you the best of junior women's hockey. So the teams scheming, planning, plotting how to win this game. If you are NAHA, your scheming is a little easier, as you have a 2-goal advantage at the time. If you are Caesars, you have your work cut out for you. Although I must say, constantly talking about Caesars is making me hungry, if I am to be quite honest. Girls will come back out now. Little Caesars attacking to my left, NAHA attacking to my right, and defending the vice versas of those. And now seeing Cami Kronish go to the net, I realize she is very tall. And that seems to be the way goaltending is going. You look at the other end, Joanna Hebert, you know, just about average. Probably, if I had to guess, maybe the 5'8" range. But down at the other end, Cami Kronish, probably around 6 feet. And, you know, you even look up to the pros, up to college, and even here in junior women's, apparently, taller goaltenders that cover more of the net just by existing seem to be the way everyone is leaning. So far for the North American Hockey Academy, that has worked so far. We're underway 20 seconds into the second period here. Some residue starting to pile up on the ice. Heath at the point takes a heavy slap shot. That one goes right into the mitt. That was a meatball there, but straight on, no traffic in front. And it's just like playing catch with your dad at home, except it's not baseball. Face off here. Little Caesars trying to get that second goal. NAHA trying to not let them get that first goal. I meant first. I said second. NAHA here coming up on the boards. This one hits a little pile of snow, which is starting to take effect. Lacombe, however, coming through the center. She gets stood up there by Demerick. Demerick flips it high, and this one finds Whitney. Whitney pinning her man or woman to the boards as Little Caesars will go off for a change, leaving it behind the net. Little Caesars is recovering his Roust. Roust in front, dangerous play. Looking for a slam home shot was Natalia Asamakis, but she could not find it. NAHA recovering in their zone. Tripped up there, no call. All in good sporting. Asamenkis trying to weave through. Heath here at the slap. Puck on its side, didn't get a good handle on that, and she's got to get back. Potential breakaway for JWHL, but she couldn't get the pass through. Heath defended it well. Heath coming up now. Heath could look for the long pass. Asamenkis wanted the long pass. Heath will bring it up herself. She'll take a wrister. That one gets blocked off to the side. Coming up now, O'Brien and Kelk back on. Heath swings this one into the corner. She'll go off for a change. NAHA coming back up. NAHA trying to keep it in, but DiMaggio will keep this one in. DiMaggio leaves it there for Kelk. Kelk up to the point to O'Brien. O'Brien over on the wing. This one just stays in for Hubble. And then it just goes out. So we will have the face-off. It is going to be outside of the zone for Little Caesars. So on the face-off, we will have DiMaggio for Little Caesars, and we will have Wuthrich for NAHA. Referees making some comments, and NAHA steals it away off the face-off, but stealing it right back is Diller. Diller trying to weave her way through, and a pass into the skates of 14, that is Donnelly on NAHA. O'Brien cutting off a breakaway pass there. That might have saved a goal, or at least a really good chance there. Coming up here, O'Donnell getting it up. Donnelly now taking it up. Donnelly into the boards. And she maintains possession out in front there. Good shot there. On the doorstep, begging for a goal, was Mara Wagner. But Joanna Hebert slams the door shut and says no. Probably the best chance of the period so far for the North American Hockey Academy. But Hebert, this period, has stood tall. Little Caesars has had more of an offensive push this period. As we saw their first game, they absolutely dominated the second period. So either they were feeling a little hot about themselves, or they need to get back there. Either way, they need to get something going if they are to get back in this game. Nothing essential yet, but down 2-0, you do not want to go down 3-0. NAHA bringing it up here. This is Bjornsson. Bjornsson dishes into the corner, back to the Bjornsson. Tries to shoot, but whiffs on it. Up to the point, here's Graves. Graves shoots there, deflected. Wide rebound there, but failing to connect was Marino. Marino dishes it down to Bryce. Bryce getting it over. She gets it up on the wing, and this is Fess. Fess back down, and Little Caesars will recover. Sliding this one up, deflecting it right to Whitney. Whitney looking for Purpura, and they will come off for a change. NAHA coming back the other way. A stand-up check there. Down on the ice, but getting up is Fess. And that was just a sort of, I'm not moving, you can come right at me if you want, from O'Brien. I'm sorry, that was Heath. Save there from Hebert, but Heath absolutely saying, come at me, I dare you. And she did, and Heath got the better of her for sure. No call, though. That is something I'm surprised on. The referees, only one penalty so far, letting things go so far. Stealing it away here is Wilson. Wilson alone with Asamenkis, 2-on-1. Wilson shoots, and that is a logo sniper from Wilson. If the goal was to hit the goalie in the logo, that is a goal. Unfortunately, shout out Craig Brisky. Unfortunately, that is not the goal of the game. The goal of the game is to put it in the net behind the goalie. However, great chance for Wilson. Maybe you could see Asamenkis talking to her, telling, hey, I was there. I was ready to rip it home. At least get a good chance. Either way, good chance for Little Caesars. Asamenkis leaving it there for Heath. Heath, who likes to shoot from the point, dishes it down to Asamenkis. Asamenkis over to Wilson. Wilson shooting it out in front. Lots of scramble, mad scramble in front. Asamenka's trying to get a handle on it, but all 5 NAHA players are there, converging very well as a team defensively. And they bring it up. Here's JWHL. JWHL taking it wide. JWHL loses it, and this one's stolen away by Heath. Heath protecting the puck. Gets it over to Whitney. Whitney flips it down into the corner. And recovering there, trying to steal it back, is Whitney and Wilson. Whitney flips it on net there, loose in front. Puck is still loose. Asamenka's trying to get a handle on it, but no avail. Flipping it away is Callie Forsberg. Unsure on any relation to the famous Forsbergs, that being Peter or Philip, both NHL players. Asamenka's there, leaving it there. Asamenka's wanted it back, but instead they drift it towards the net. And this time, Caesars picking up the intensity, our Little Caesars, as Hubble and Oldaney will come out defensively. They're picking up the intensity. Still no goals to show for it so far. But if they keep it up, that might change. 14:09 to go in the second period. NAHA wins the faceoff. NAHA flipping it up on the corner, not paying attention. There was Donnelly. This one will go for icing. Just a little in front of her. Laughing about it. But either way, the faceoff will come back down. Little Caesars offensively in to take the draw. They have Teresa DiMaggio. DiMaggio loses the draw, and NAHA will recover. Flipping it all the way down. Hubble recovers, tries to flip it up, but NAHA recovers, takes it back through the center. NAHA coming in on 3-on-1, but they pass that to just about the only spot on the rush where they didn't have a player. Hubble trying to fight off her woman. Gets it over to Oldaney. Oldaney trying to flip it up on the boards. Trying to play it off the boards to herself as Kelk. DiMaggio comes up with it. DiMaggio trying to flip it up. She gets this one up to Diller, who has it flip up behind her. Eventually, Kelk gets it in. Whiffing on the puck there, NAHA, but they get it up. Easy standstill interception for Caesars there. Shot on there, and Kronish, who has been pretty busy this period, holds on to that one. Little Caesars, another offensive zone draw. Not bringing out their first line. They're bringing out what I believe is their third line. I don't actually know their lines. They don't have a full 4 forwards, 3 defensive lines roster, but they are somewhat close, and they have a couple mixed lines, I believe. Coming through there's Bjornsson. Bjornsson in front. Good chance there. That was, I believe, that was Marino looking, and we're going to get a penalty. Interference on, this one is going to go to Helenka Bryce. For interference, Helenka Bryce will sit. Her coach is saying, don't worry about it. It was a marginal, it's sort of a opinion. Like, hey, is it not? Based on the ref, you'll get a different answer. But nevertheless, power play for Little Caesars trying to get back onto it. Wilson on the wing, cawing like a bird. Begging for the puck. Here comes Whitney. And I kid you not, Wilson, as skating by me, said caw. It's a very serious matter. Wilson, the leading scorer for Little Caesars, trying to get open. But NAHA forechecking well on the penalty kill. Coming up here, Hubble. Hubble trying to get it in. Hubble trying to throw it out in front, and a good selfless play from Holden there. She laid the body down. Up to the point now, here's Heath. Heath, Glenn lumber on it. Heavy shot there. Cami Kronish, however, still standing tall. Little Caesars getting their chances, but not scoring so far. In to take the draw, Wilson. Wilson wins it back to Heath. Heath likes to shoot here. Doesn't. She dishes it down to Whitney. Whitney over to Wilson. Hits Wilson on the side. That actually almost resulted in a weird bounce with a good chance. Whitney, or Heath, back over to Hubble. Hubble shoots it on. Whitney and Osamankis, some good whacks in there. But standing tall, as usual, is Kronish, as has been the story today, at least. Waiting patiently, Osamankis. Heath, back to Osamankis. Down low, Whitney. Back up to Heath. Heath, down to Whitney. Osamankis. To the middle, Whitney. Oh, good shot there. That one just went wide. Back down to Osamankis. 12 seconds left on the power play. Little Caesars passing nicely, but they got to get something going. Heath, big shot there. She scores! And Jenny Heath on a mustard of a shot. Just as the penalty was about to expire. We said she likes to shoot, and shoot she did. Into the net it goes, 2-1. NAHA still on top, but Little Caesars is alive. That goal coming. Didn't look like it went straight in. If it did, that would be Jenny Heath from Osamankis. If it was deflected, I am not aware. You know, I am down here at ice level. I don't see everything. But nevertheless, 2-1. We have a game, folks. We're closing in on halfway. About 10.5-ish minutes in the period. Little Caesars is alive. It took a power play, but you will take them any way you can get. Stumbling there, and that results in a 2-on-1. Here comes Little Caesars trying to loose puck deep. Puck's loose in front. Couldn't get her shot away. Coming back the other way, here's Forsberg. Potentially Peter Forsberg or Philip Forsberg's relative. Skating it up. I'm going to have to ask about that eventually. But for now, she's Callie Forsberg. O'Brien back to get it for Little Caesar. She swings it around looking for Oldaney. Oldaney had it for a moment, loses it. Kiki Roust now has it. Coming back the other way, Oldaney again. Oldaney trying to flip it up. She finds Diller through the middle. Diller can't control it, and she'll come off. Coming back the other way, NAHA. 9.5 minutes to go. O'Brien gets it up to DiMaggio. DiMaggio trying to skate through, trying to get something happening. DiMaggio flips it back up to Heath. Heath winding up for a shot, but getting the poke check away. She wanted another one, you could tell. She has the smirk on her face that you can only see at ice level. She wanted another. But they will get the offensive zone draw. And DiMaggio, the left-handed center, likes to get it back to Heath, the left-handed defender. And stealing it away. Heath here gets it over to Diller. Diller spinning at the line, gives it away, trying to find DiMaggio with that one. DiMaggio looking very tired or hurt. Most likely tired. Trying to get back. Come back this way as the puck goes down. This one's going to go all the way down, and it is not going to go. How much snow is on the ice, do you ask? A full-fledged shot attempt, whack at the puck. Did not make it all the way down the ice. It got stopped by the snow. So that is just one thing I find odd is they don't. Osamankis shot here up in the corner. Wilson looking for it there. Osamankis trying to get it away. She gets down into the corner to Wilson. Wilson. Osamankis. Back Oldaney flips up in the air. That one just goes wide. But as I was saying, 2 periods without a Zamboni. A lot of ice is going to be picked up here. It's going to get rough. It's going to get harder to skate quickly. As the puck comes down here, this one is not going to stop. This one's going to go for icing, although it was slowing down significantly. These conditions on the ice are very interesting to say the least, as NAHA will come down for the defensive zone draw. Heath and Oldaney to the bench. And out we have Schnorr and Dumerick. Coming out here. Little Caesars looking to get that second one. That one's deflected up, 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 and the field goal is no good. That was wide left. And they're going to rule that it was tipped and give Little Caesars the offensive zone draw. Little Caesars coach is holding the hot packets on their noses, and it is making me very envious because I wish I had one. They probably have them in their gloves too. I have some nice gloves on, but they don't have warmers in them. Coming up here is Johnson. Johnson stopping on a dime. Very impressive. I would have fallen if I tried something like that. Flipping it here. Almost a shot at the other team's coach, obviously incidental, but just trying to get it off the boards and down. Got just a wee bit under it. And we'll do it again, this time in Little Caesars. I'm tempted to say Palace, but Little Caesars zone. Caesars win the draw. And Rosano will take this one away. She'll get it up to Schnorr. Schnorr taking it back. And taking it back the other way is Fess. Fess shot on. Big save, big rebound, but defenders are there to clear it away. Looking for the long pass, but this one's blocked. Stolen away. Schnorr there. She's going to get hooked. And we're going to get a penalty. And I believe they're going to get Devin Dumerick for a hooking. Potentially hooking. Yes, it is going to be a hooking for Dumerick. Dumerick, whose name I am getting wrong just about every time. I do apologize to anyone who may be listening, including the person next to me, who is Dumerick. Got it that time. But meanwhile, power play here for NAHA, trying to extend their lead to 2 goals. Little Caesars trying to prevent that. Up at the point here is Roust. Roust waiting patiently, tries to get it down. Good tip there, Wilson. And here's Wilson. Wilson with speed, trying to escape. Wilson goes to the front of that shot there. Oh, and coming over is Kronish. Puck is still loose. Puck is loose. Wilson looking for a shot. Backhand, laying on the ground and making the save. The ref looking intently. A lot of pushing and shoving, meeting the minds. I don't think they're exchanging Christmas cards in front of the net. Amazing chance there with speed. Brandy Wilson coming through, burns her defender, which is hard to do on ice because it's very cold. Some people asking for a penalty shot. They're not going to get it. The referees are not looking, but out of all the effort, NAHA will get a penalty. This is going to go to number 29, Lauren Spino, and she is going to get either a holding or interference or something to that effect. Meanwhile, Little Caesars, short-handed on the efforts of Brandy Wilson, almost ties this game up, but they're rewarded with 4-on-4 for a minute 20 until Demerick gets back out there, and then they have a man advantage, or woman advantage, if you will. And Brandy Wilson again, the leading scorer for the team. Brandy Wilson again drawing a penalty. The goalie, Hebert, just wants the door open. Actually, Ripley Crosley is in net. They switched that on me. And Brandy Wilson drawing. And Emma Wuthrich, one of the goal scorers, is going to get a body checking penalty. As the fans nearby are getting very rowdy. And Little Caesars is going to have a 4-on-3 for 53 seconds. Then when Devin Demerick gets out there, she's congratulating me on pronouncing her name right now. They're going to have a 5-on-3. Good shot there. standing tall is Cronish, and Caesar's getting a little feisty, but you know, when you can smell that goal, you can smell that goal and you want it bad. Out there for Little Caesars, they have Rossano, DiMaggio, Hubble, and Heath. The puck goes right down. Some players on Caesars wanting an icing, but they forget they're shorthanded. Coming back, here's Heath, the lone goal scorer for Caesars, trying to get the goal. This one saucered right back down. 15 seconds to go in the penalty. And then Little Caesars will have a momentary 5-on-3. And just about 3 seconds left. Little Caesars coming back up. And they have the 5-on-3 right now as Demerick is onto the bench. Demerick very vocal. I wonder if I'll see her again. On the wing, 28 seconds here, 5-on-3, looking for Asamenkis on the wing. Asamenkis over to Whitney. Whitney leaves it there for Asamenkis, but puts herself off sides. Asamenkis bring it in herself. Asamenkis in behind the net, still holding on to it. 5-on-3, just 8 seconds left. Hubble over to Heath. Heath looking for another strong shot. That one goes off. And out of the box here is NAHA looking for a breakaway here. Porozinski trying to get it. And we're going to have a offsides. We're going to have an offsides. Porozinski jumped onto the ice. Players wanting that goal, taking a heavy shot. But, you know, Little Caesars still a man up. Only 10 seconds on it, though. 3:48 to go in the second period before we get a 10-minute rest. And the players ready to go. Back out of the ice comes Wuthrich. They're even strength. O'Brien's bringing it up for Little Caesars. O'Brien's coming up. Shoots it. That one goes right off the tip of the blue part of the boards where the glass changes to not glass, I guess. And now O'Brien coming through that. In the majors, that would have been someone going into the concussion protocol. That was a dangerous deke, but you can't body check in this league. So she got away with it. NAHA coming up here. Shot there. That one's deflected wide. Demerick. And a heavy, heavy body check there. And slow to get up is one of the Little Caesars players. And it looks like it is Natalia Asamakis. She looks to be okay, but she took a heavy hit. And they are going to tag Annabelle Lacombe for body checking. Just a 2-minute penalty, but with 2:59, if you're Little Caesars, that's what you want in terms of a power play. Asamenkis still out there. She looks to be good. And winning the draw there is Wilson. Wilson wins it back. O'Brien trying to take it up. Gets it up to Asamenkis. Asamenkis stumbles. Maybe feeling a couple of the effects of that hit. And they'll flip this one down. And coming out to play it will be Ripley Crosley, who they switched at the beginning of the period. I did not notice. I noticed now when she skated by and I saw 60 and not 33. Getting it over here to Whitney. Whitney, the captain, getting it over to Wilson. Wilson trying to bring it up. Wilson in behind the net. Whitney trying to get it out in front. O'Brien trying to keep it in. Thankfully, there's a lot of snow on the ice, and she could have not touched the puck and it would have stayed in. Trying to keep this one in. Little Caesars muscling off there. Whitney. Whitney spinning. Gets it over to Asamakis. And shooting this one down, NAHA, as they will go for a much-needed change. They had quite a bit in their zone. Caesars will try to bring it up quickly. trying to get something going. The dying seconds of the power play. O'Brien tries to shuffle it in. This one goes. Hits Dumeric right in the chest place. Dumeric holds it again. Gets it over to O'Brien. O'Brien settles the puck down, flips it in, goes off for a change. Little Caesars trying to control it. Trying to keep it in there, but they don't. And now coming here with speed is Wuthrich. Wuthrich in all alone. Wuthrich makes a move. Staying with her is Crosley. Crosley shutting the door, staying with her. Short-handed Wuthrich wanted one. And now off out of the penalty box is NAHA. And coming back the other way, this is Schnorr. Schnorr shoots it wide, maybe looking for a tip in front. Caesars throws it to the net, and Wilson is there on the wing to collect it. Wilson trying to get it up. Wilson to the point here. Shot. That one's blocked away. That was Oldaney looking for the wrister. Oldaney stands her up at the point, gets it over to Wilson. Oldaney brought down. Wilson debatably offside, but there's no redos. 25 seconds to go before our intermission break. Little Caesars still down 2-1. They have the last goal, the most recent one, courtesy of Jenny Heath on a big, big shot from the point that, with some traffic in front, anything can go in. Shot here. That one drifts wide. 10 seconds to go. Asamakis will shoot it down. This one will go out. Just 5 seconds to go. Looking there. Wilson gets it to Asamakis. Shot a bit after the buzzer there. And a meeting of the minds. And once again, they are not exchanging Christmas cards. This is the fun meeting of the minds. And I believe I heard a comment about eyebrows. That is something you only hear in women's hockey, not men's. No eyebrow comments in men's hockey. And we're about to head to the second intermission. But before we do, I would just like to say we hope you are enjoying today's game and remind you that this game, as well as others for this weekend, are streamed live at jwhl.org. And all games are archived at our YouTube site. You can find it at youtube.com and search for JWHL. While you are there, we urge you to subscribe to our channel. It costs nothing but will help us to continue to bring you the best of junior women's hockey. I'm Jake Raccoon. In about 10 minutes, we'll have the third period. Little Caesars down 2-1 to the North American Hockey Academy. Good to go. We are good to go. We are back for the third period. Little Caesars, North American Hockey Academy. North American Hockey Academy leading 2-1 at the moment. Little Caesars looking to change that just a little bit. Little Caesars sending out their starting lineup. Their gunslingers of Wilson, Whitney, and Asamakis. And NAHA off the draw, wins it. Wuthrich gets it in. It is, I forgot how cold it was down here, but we're here for at least another 20 minutes. NAHA getting some pressure in the zone. Little Caesars trying to get it out. This puck's going to roll, and now there's not so much snow on the ice. The puck's actually going to roll a little bit. Puck coming here. NAHA with a shot on, save there, and covering up there is Crosley. And right where we left off, getting quite chippy. Just about 38 seconds into the period. Timekeeper is here now. I don't have to pretend like I know what I'm doing with the clock, because she is here to be the hero. That puck's going to go out and over, and we're going to get a new puck from right beside me. And they got a new puck anyway. And he's going to pocket this one, take it home for a souvenir. He's probably going to autograph it, give it to some kid. But anyway, here back to drop the face-off. NAHA wins the draw. Going back to get it is Roust. Roust. Back in. Roust. Along the boards. Keeping this one in. Long shot. Gonna go a little high, but for good measure, Kronish holds on to it. That was Ava Rusano taking that shot. Exactly 1 minute into the period. The crowd is rocking here. I can barely hear myself talk. And luckily I have noise-canceling headphones, so that is always nice. NAHA coming back up. This is number 15, Marino, keeping it in, but stopping him cold there is Kelke. Kelke, who corrected me on the pronunciation of her name as well. Very thankful for that. Wilson trying to keep it in. Wilson, leading scorer for a reason. We've seen her fly, but we've yet to see her score. And her team is hoping she can get in the goal column in this one. Keeping in there, Asamakis. And Asamakis holding on to it. Asamakis, remember, last period took a little bit of a late shot. You know, it wasn't a little harmless. You know, the goalie wearing as much pads as they do. But they didn't take too kindly to that. And there was a few words exchanged. Nothing vulgar, but nothing worth repeating. Up here at the point, NAHA taking a shot, long shot, looking for a tip in front. Taking that shot with Sadie Kuhn looking out in front. Wilson trying to get this one up, but this one deflects and is going to go back. Asamakis trying to get up on this one. And DiMaggio trying to bring it up. But that one gets stolen away. NAHA coming through. Shong, that one hit the net, but the side, not the inside, which is what you're going for. That one's tipped. DiMaggio tips it in. It will not go far enough for icing. Taking a wide angle to get there was Graves. Referee saw through her little tricks. Stealing this one away here. Shot on. That one just goes wide. Here we go. Devin Demerick trying to hold this one in, but taking it away is Joe Hall. Joe Hall runs into the referee. Looks like she's trying to dance with the referee a little bit. The one over on my side is jealous it's not him. 16 and a half minutes to go. Little Caesars still trying to get that tying goal. NAHA still trying to put him down for good. NAHA coming in here, gets it to the slot. Shot right on. That one's saved. They don't know where the puck is, but it is in the goalie's pads somewhere. It eventually pops out. Those are always the fun ones as the goalie, where you don't know where the puck is, but it's in you somewhere. Back out to take the face-off. Little Caesars defensive zone. NAHA offensive zone. Little NAHA shot off the draw. That one's blockered away there by Crosley. At the point here, wrister on. This one deflected by O'Brien into the net. And a nightmare for O'Brien as she deflects that one into her own net. Getting credit for the goal will be Kiki Roust, but it's just a unfortunate bounce. Just one of those bounces that you're gonna have nightmares about and you're always gonna want back. And whether you're the goalie or whether you're Sarah O'Brien, you're just gonna feel sick to your stomach about that one. But nevertheless, we have to keep playing. 16-10 to go, 3-1. This was the score Little Caesars was victorious by in their first game. And Little Caesars now down by 2, trying to get back into this game. And NAHA trying to keep their foot on the gas. Another shot there from Roust, who's going to get credit for the goal, as she was the one who wristed it ever so gently towards the net, Roust. And just, again, the unfortunate bounce, Sarah O'Connor trying to just glove it down, ends up gloving it into her own net. And that is, for those of you who say you can't glove a puck into the net, it is perfectly fine when you glove it into your own net. You just can't glove it into the opponent's net. Little Caesars here trying to get it out of their zone, and they do. Here's Whitney coming up on the wing. This is Whitney going wide, shot on there, easy save for the goaltender Cronish. Cronish stood tall, all except for one blast from the point, courtesy of Jenny Heath. Little Caesar trying to get it from a steal here for Porzinski. Porzinski shot right on, chases it back into the corner. Heath trying to muscle her off there. Heath eventually comes away with it. That one, they're going to call not offsides. Looked debatable from here, but looked to be at least on the blue line. Coming across here, find Demerick. Demerick. Cannot get a handle on it. Little Caesars trying to get it back up. Little Caesars finally gets a handle on it. Trying to get it down the boards. Tipping this one in is Rusano. And Rusano still trying to muscle her way down in the corner when the puck's back up at center ice. Center ice, O'Brien, the guilty party for the goal against recently, in the corner. And shuffling it off into the corner is NAHA. NAHA back to O'Brien, recovering in behind her own net. O'Brien trying to get it up. Back to recover is Graves for NAHA, who will get it, Sydney Fess. Sydney Fess trying to control it, having a little bit of difficulty, as there's two Caesars players right there trying to control it as well. But eventually they come out with it, but it goes right back in. Shot right on, rainbow shot. This one goes right into the glove of Cronish. 12:58 to go in the period. Little Caesars with the offensive zone draw. Trying to get back into the game. Down by 2 and down by 1 sounds a lot better. Offensive zone draw, Wilson wins it, keeps it herself. Wilson leaves it there for Whitney. Whitney loses control of it, and NAHA will take it the other way. Wuthrich coming through the zone with some speed. Wuthrich looking in front there. One-timer and just off the post. Lauren Spino looking for the twine, finds the par. Back the other way now, Donnelly. Donnelly cutting through, shot there. That one's low and easy for Crosley. Circling around now is Wagner. Wagner with a shot as well. Crosley holds on to that one. O'Brien back in behind the net. O'Brien stops, shuffled it back behind the net, looking for O'Daney. O'Daney cannot come up with it, though. Looking up here, looking for Asamakis. Asamakis in, however, to control it. Just a little too far for a breakaway for her, but she was able to catch up and get the puck. Then loses it, but Little Caesars holds it in here. Here's Hubble. Hubble with a shot there. That one gets blocked. The referee is going to blow the whistle, and I don't know why. And he thought maybe the net might have come off, but it didn't. So an interesting whistle there, but if the ref isn't sure of something, he's got to blow it dead. Here's DiMaggio. DiMaggio gets it back to Hubble. Hubble off the draw, taking a shot. That one's wide and straight into the corner. Might have been looking for a deflection, but no one was home. Here's Dumeric from the point. Dumeric getting it around. And trying to control here. NAHA recovers back in their own zone. Flipping it all the way forward, trying to get it past Dumeric, and they do. Liam Marino trying to muscle it away past Dumeric. Marino trying to hold on. And Little Caesars trying to get it out. NAHA trying to keep it in. DiMaggio here controlling this one. DiMaggio brings it in. Doesn't bring herself offside, but she'll go off for a change. This one goes on net. Dumeric in behind to get that one. Chasing it around is Hubble. Hubble trying to get it up on the board. She does, and now racing after it. Here is Rusano. Rusano cannot keep up with it. And she has to regroup with the rest of her team. Shot out in front, trying to look for a redirection there. Rusano recovers and comes the other way. Rusano flips it on net. Harmless enough, and Kronish will hold this one. No penalties so far in the period. But the one goal, gift wrapped by Sarah O'Brien for Kiki Roust of NAHA. An unfortunate bounce that puts the Little Caesars in a bigger hole than they would have liked. They definitely wanted a goal. They just wanted one for them. Flip pass here, and she's away. Coming in here, NAHA shot there on the Annabelle Lacombe on the break. Standing tall was Ripley Crosley. Coming off now, this is going to hit a player going to the bench in the feet, but Whitney will hold on. Whitney trying to skate through 5 people, and she does. She went through about 3 defenders and still maintained control of the puck. Here's Heath from the point, slap shot. And, you know, showing no effects of that slap shot was Darcy Johel. And Johel now showing some effects. Skating back to the bench, hunched over a little bit. Here's Askamakis trying to get it in. Offsides here, having to tag up Lauren Spino. Spino flips it forward. Leah Marino. O'Brien. Here looking for Asamakis, but NAHA intercepts there. Offside, had to tag up, but timing beautifully. Wuthrich trying to get it in front, throws it in front. Good chance there. This one's going to go down, and it's going to disco puck and not make it for icing. Goalie will come out and play it. The refs might have called it, but we'll never know. Players coming off for changes. Little Caesars recovering in their own zone. Little Caesars coming out with it now. Kelke. Kelke loses control. NAHA takes the shot from the point. Save there. Trying to regain control. Caesars pinching down the corner for NAHA is Donnelly. Bringing it around the boards. This is Wagner. Wagner gets it up to the point for for Holden. With a down low shot there, goalie makes the save there. And some fancy play there. A nice tie up there by Hubble. This one dribbles to the point, not out. Keeping it in now, and now shooting it down. This one just gonna go wide. Little Caesars will have an icing, but per USA rules, you are allowed to change on an icing at this level. So everything is okay. NAHA wins the draw, flipping it off the boards, and coming down here on a clean break there. Shot there, she scores! Ava Rusano all alone on the break, getting in there, and it's a 3-2 game, 7:14 to go. And Rusano makes this a game. And the Little Caesars
They both made contact with each other.
Little Caesars coach looking for an explanation from something earlier. Not gonna get it, but thanks to Ava Rusano, we have a 3-2 game. Little Caesars is back in it. NAHA is offsides, has to tag up. Not super happy about it, but they have to anyway. Grace Schnorr coming to the bench right in front of me. Almost hits me in the head with her stick, but didn't. Very thankful for that. You know, it doesn't have to be Thanksgiving to be thankful. That's a slap there from Whitney, maybe looking for a trip. Was NAHA, couldn't find it. Backhand here, right on. Wilson recovers the rebound for Caesars, gets it up to Wilson. Looking here for, on the wing, there's Asaminkis looking in front. Just not pinching in time is Heath. Jenny Heath, who scored the first goal. And she could use the second one right now. 6 minutes to go. Little Caesars down 1 to the North American Hockey Academy. 3-2 is the current score. Heath up on the wing, getting up to Whitney. Whitney looking for Wilson, looking for Asaminkis. Asaminkis muscling her way through, looking for Wilson in front. Good chance there. And Whitney taking her check down. A little stumble into the boards. Wilson trying to keep it in, or Hubble. And Hubble does keep it in. They'll come off for a change. Now trying to skate up, tripping over some ice. There, DiMaggio flips it out, and recovering here is Holden. Holden coming up for NAHA. Holden swinging it over to Joe Hall. Joe Hall loses it, recovering and hitting the net is Heath. Heath with the first name of Jenny. Potentially Jennifer. There's a lot of nicknames on the sheets they're giving me, but we'll stick with Jenny. In to take the face-off is Bryce for NAHA. And we have shot right off the draw from NAHA. Another shot. This one's pinned alongside the goalie, Crosley, and she will hold on. 5:05 to go. Little Caesar setting out their power line again. The Asamankis, Whitney, and Wilson trying to get something going. Little Caesars only down by 1, but without the unfortunate bounce, this would be a tie game right now. And this one shot out in front. Knuckle puck sort of looking thing. To the boards, trying to crash in there is O'Daney. Cannot control it. Holden trying to hold it in, but Asamankis carries it up for Little Caesars. Asamankis trying to hold on to it. Cannot. And that one's stolen away there by Kuhn. Getting it up there. It's Wuthrich. Wuthrich A little push off there, but no call. And Whitney trying to slide away. Whitney trying to get it up. And coming the other way is Marino. Marino getting it in. Top line for Caesars coming off. I'm sure they'll be back on in the next couple of minutes. Coming up here's Whitney. Whitney taking a couple hacks. She doesn't look very happy, but she's going to come to the bench anyway. NAHA trying to get it out. And they do. Here's Donnell. Donnell trying to get it up, but that one's stolen away. And this is Rossano. Rossano trying to hold on to it. Could not at this moment. Skating up here for NAHA is Fess. Fess into the center. Shot there, blockered away by Crosley. Coming in here, NAHA maintaining some pressure in front. Backhand, no look shot there from Marino. To no avail. Marino in behind the net again. Marino up in front. This one is going to be covered by Crosley. 3:05 to go. NAHA up by 1. NAHA sending out their top line. Little Caesars will do the same. NAHA, the top line of Porzanski, Lacombe, and Johnson. For the offensive draw, Johnson loses the face-off, but Porzanski recovers it. Porzanski trying to keep control of it. And eventually Johnson recovers in behind. Johnson getting up on the wing, back down to Johnson. Stealing it away there is Asamankis, or Wilson, excuse me. Trying to get it over to Heath. Heath trying to get it back to Wilson. Wilson eventually recovers. Wilson trying to play it up. Does. This one is going to be played up a little too far, however. NAHA will make a change. Little Caesars will not. North American Hockey Academy 2.5 minutes away from winning this game. Little Caesars hoping not so much. Little Caesars trying to get something going. 2.5 minutes. Look for them to pull the goalie. Coach talking to his top line on the bench. A little bit of slapping off the face off there. No harm done. Oh, alone in front was Joe Hall, but she couldn't get a handle on it. Coming out here, 2 minutes to go. Forsberg gets it up. This is Kuhn. I'm sorry, Johnson. Joe Hall here with the puck, tries to slap it towards the net. Cannot get a good handle on it, and Little Caesars recovers. This is Oldaney. Oldaney getting it up on the wing to Kelke. Kelke over on the wing to Diller. Diller back to Oldaney. Oldaney slaps it up on the wing. And they're going to get 1 and 2 on. Minute 30 to go. Look for Little Caesars to pull the goalie. I'll be keeping an eye on it. And Little Caesars now trying to get something up so they can get a goalie on. Slapping the puck out. This one's going to go out. Come right next to me. Again, not exchanging Christmas cards. Jay, a little too rough for that. May have overused that line, but it's still a good one. Goalie staying put for Little Caesars so far. And that's good because NAHA's coming the other way. Hubble coming back the other way. Now here's Asamankis. Looking now. We're watching the goalie. 52 seconds to go. She's starting to skate out. Looking for a full possession. And now they come out. Empty net. Empty net here for Little Caesars. 40 seconds to go. Trying to tie the game. All the way back is Heath, and good thing because that puck was dribbling out. Heath bringing it back up. Gets it up on the wing. Asamankis. Asamankis down around the boards. And Rossano will take hold of this one. Rossano Cannot hold on to it. This one comes back to Heath to the point. That's a bad giveaway there. And NAHA here is going to shoot at the empty net. That one goes wide. Dollar signs in the eyes. This one's open, empty net, and that's a goal for NAHA. Leah Marino, her second of the day. NAHA's fourth of the day. 7 seconds left. The empty net will send Little Caesars home in defeat and will send the North American Hockey Academy home with a win. Unfortunate lot. Not for lack of effort, of course, but Little Caesars. An unfortunate bounce that led to the third goal here as this game just ends. An unfortunate bounce leading to the third goal. Little Caesars 2, North American Hockey Academy 4. That is your final score here from the Bill Gray's Iceplex. I am Jake Raccoon signing off. Before I do, I have one more thing to say. And yes, it is the same thing I have said both times. But as per usual, the exchanging of the handshakes towards the end of the game. But overall, a very entertaining game, I believe so. But in the end, we hope you enjoyed today's game and remind you that this game, as well as others from the weekend, are streamed live at jwhl.org, and all games are archived at our YouTube site. You can find it at youtube.com and search for JWHL. While you are there, we urge you to subscribe to our channel. It costs nothing, but will help us to continue to bring you the best of junior women's hockey. I'm Jake Raccoon. Final score 4-2 in favor of North American Hockey Academy over Little Caesars. Have a good rest of your night.